Welcome to VR Seagulls. Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss on the topic polynomials, class 10 CBSE. So let us first recall what are the important formulae and the concepts that belongs to this chapter, polynomials. The first one that you all have to know is a polynomial is nothing but there is only one variable where we mostly take it as x, k, or anything. Okay, so a polynomial is a equation with only one variable. For example, if we take x square minus 4x plus 6, here we have only one variable, that is x. Okay, this is called as polynomial. Alright, we have almost three types of polynomials. They are linear, quadratic, and cubic. What is a linear polynomial? A linear polynomial has a degree 1 in its equation. For example, x plus 6. Here the degree of x is 1. So it is called as linear polynomial. Coming to the quadratic, the degree is 2. I am taking the example x square plus 4x plus 6, where the degree is 2. This is a quadratic polynomial. Coming to the cubic, the degree is 3, where we can take some example like x cube plus 4x square plus 5x plus 7, like that. Here the highest degree is 3. Please be sure that the highest degree matters. Here the highest degree is 1, so it is called linear. Here the highest degree is 2, so it is quadratic. Here the highest degree is 3, so it is called cubic. These are the types of polynomials we have. Never get confused that what is a polynomial, what is a linear equation. A polynomial is where there is only one variable, where everybody have to be perfect in this. In a linear equation, there we have two variables, that is x and y. Okay, done. And some important formula I just want to tell you here. The first one is how to find out the quadratic equation. The standard quadratic equation I just want to tell you. Whenever you see a name quadratic, immediately your mind has to go and think of its degree. Okay, so the degree is 2. So in the quadratic equation, we start with x square because the degree will be 2 in quadratic. Alright, the standard formula is like this: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a comma b comma c are called as coefficients. Alright, the coefficients are a, b, c. Done. So if you want to find a quadratic equation, we call them as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Alright, this is the first standard equation to find the quadratic. Alright, the second part. The second part we oftenly see in this chapter is to find zeros. What are zeros? Zeros are nothing but the values of x in this quadratic equation. In this ax square plus bx plus c, we need to find the value of x. How you will find? You find the value of x by doing the factorization or by finding roots. Alright, by finding roots, it gives you the value of x. Okay, so these values of x in other term we call them as zeros. In our terms in polynomials, we call them as alpha and beta. Why we have two zeros here? Because in a quadratic equation, we have the highest degree 2. This highest degree shows that we need two values of x. These two represents alpha and beta. Okay, because it is quadratic, we have alpha, beta. For example, if we want the values of x in cubic polynomial, here the highest degree is 3. Hence, here the zeros will be alpha, beta and gamma because we need 3 values of x. Alright, this is the most often term we use in the chapter polynomials, zeros. Please don't be confused. Zeros are nothing but the values of x. The third part. And the third important part is to find the formulae. We can say it formulae. Sometimes in other questions we mostly talk about the relation and verify the relation between zeros and coefficients. Zeros and coefficients. So I just want to tell you what are zeros and what are coefficients. Zeros. Zeros are alpha, beta. What are coefficients? Coefficients are nothing but a, b, c from the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. Alright? Done. The first important formula is sum of zeros. What is sum of zeros? Sum means plus. What are zeros? Alpha, beta. So we are adding these zeros alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. These b and a are the coefficients. Here you can see that this is the relation between sum of zeros and the coefficients. The sum of zeros and this is the coefficient. This is the relation between these two. Please don't be confused what is the relation. This formula itself gives you the relation between zeros and coefficients. And the second important formula is the product of zeros. What is the product? The product is nothing but multiplication into, okay, product of alpha beta. So alpha into beta is equal to, the formula is c by a. Here it is called as product of zeros and this c by a are the coefficients. These are the two important formula that we mostly use in the polynomials. Sum of zeros and product of zeros. So I just want to revise once again. There are 3 types of polynomials: linear, quadratic, cubic. The highest degree shows you which type of polynomial it is. And the next one is a standard equation. We write the quadratic is ax square plus bx plus c, where a and b and c are the coefficients. And the second important term we use is zeros. Zeros are nothing but values of x. We find the value of x by finding the roots and factorization. And the other important formula is sum of zeros and product of zeros. This is also called as the relation between zeros and coefficients. And the last important formula is how to find out a quadratic equation if you already know the zeros. If you know zero, if you know zeros, you know alpha as some 2, you know beta as 4. Now you need to find the quadratic equation. How to find out? Here is the formula. X square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Sum of zeros, product of zeros. Okay. Here I know alpha as 2, here I know beta as 4. Just substitute the alpha beta values here and find out the quadratic equation. X square minus alpha is 2, beta is 4, 2 into 4 equal to 0. It makes it as x square minus 6x plus 8 equal to 0 is my quadratic equation. Alright, these are the important formula, and in the next topic we are going to solve in detail every question, every important question regarding to the polynomials topic. See you.